Welcome back to our channel, Writing for Riches. I'm JD Quinn, and this is
P.S Walls.
So you've been through us talking about our friendship,
Yeah.
and talking about our insecurities and the things we love about ourselves, and a little bit about our writing. But today you get to learn some things about our current project. Spoiler alert!
Yay!
So excited.
So our current project, dun dun dun, is a what genre would it be, like mystery?
Mystery, thriller, psychological.
Yeah. All that.
She loves this genre.
It's a genre outside of what I'm usually used to writing. I'm more YA, but this is the story that spoke to us when we talked about writing together for the first time. Something that we're gonna give out to the world because we've written together before plenty of times, but It's always been for ourselves, like fan fiction almost, but not, because it's based on characters in our head more so than characters on television.
Yeah, so she made us just sound really crazy. So we create characters a lot, like more so than we create storylines. Like it'll be like a million characters roaming around in our heads, and then we'll kind of write like a character description.
Yeah.
And then we'll see if those characters fit together to create a story.
Right, kind of like role playing.
Yeah.
So out of all of the characters we've created over time, these two seem like the best story to start with.
Yeah.
So it started off as a kind of game about a group of widows at a grief counseling. And these two women, who are both younger than most widows are, end up meeting each other and
then their story starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we kind of dropped the whole grief counseling group. No,
So-
it's in there a little bit.
This story is more so about two widows, both whose husbands have been murdered, relying on each other to try and figure out who done did it.
Who done did it? That's great.
Who done did it. They're both relatively young. One, Asana Rebel, is 26 years old, and then there's Lennox.
Lennox is 27. She's 27 years old, so she's a year older.
Rue. And it's just their story, and more so than just even a story about two women, it's a story about grief and the way that society puts pressures on women to deal with their grief and to be emotional and to be a certain way, and it's not acceptable to do certain things when you are quote unquote sad.
Yeah, grieving.
Yeah.
Plus, just the exploration, I think, of like, if you cry, you're weak. If you don't cry, you're cold-hearted. Like that kind of like borderline that women have to deal with every single day of their lives. Like if you're crying in the bathroom at work, you're weak. But if you never show emotions when you're a boss, you're cold-hearted. Whereas men can be, they're demanding, but they're not like controlling.
Yeah,
So.
especially with Asana. Asana Rebel is a black woman. So she deals with the society pressures that black women get, where we're seen as strong. So the way that we express emotions isn't ever acceptable.
And Lenny is half Asian, so she's expected to be quiet and meek and like those kinds of stereotypes that come with it.
And Lenny is not.
She's not. She's like, no, fuck that.
So we're gonna go a little bit more into both of the characters, just to give you a little insight about who they are and how we inspire them.
And how they inspire us too.
Yeah, definitely. I think that these characters, they always say that like a character is a piece of every writer, like you're giving a little bit of yourself. But I definitely think these characters are different than us. So as much as we're giving a part of ourselves to them, they've given pieces of knowledge to us at the very least.
Yeah, especially all the research we've been having to do.
Oh my god. It's crazy.
Thank you, Jenna Moresi, by the way, for your fight scene video, because that was extremely helpful.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. So Lennox Wu, like I said, she's a 27-year-old. She's half Asian, half white, but she is not white passing. So she's very strong in the fact that she will like kick ass, but then she has her more vulnerable sides to it, and she kind of just pushes through day to day. Like there's not a single chance that she gives herself to break, and people think that this is because she's just like really good at pushing through her strength, like her sadness, but really it's because she's afraid to stop. She's afraid of what that's going to look like for her. And then Asana comes into her life and kind of makes it okay. to be vulnerable sometimes and makes it okay to take a break, and kind of teaches Lenny to have a little bit of fun as well, because Lenny doesn't know what fun looks like. At least not to her. To her, fun is like kicking some guy's ass. She's messy, like me. I'm not as messy as she is anymore, but I used to be really bad. Clothes are still an issue. Like, I still have clothes everywhere. But I don't know. What else?
Lenny's funny.
Oh, yeah. She's really funny.
Funny AF.
She's also, she's disgusting. She has the most disgusting eating habits and like the most disgusting, just like the things that roll off her tongue. It's like, how did you even think to say that?
Yeah. She's very upset writing her.
Yes, because it's so
Just had an
gross.
argument out loud with Lenny. No, I'm not typing that.
Yeah. Crazy.
So Asana is a very interesting character because not only she is a black woman as a main character and a narrator, which is not something you often see in mystery and thriller novels, but she's also a walking stereotype. Meaning Asana, people have assumptions about her, and some of those assumptions are true and some of them aren't. And more than anything, there are different things that motivate and drive Asana that help to explain the way that she presents, which is what I love about her. She's a lot stronger than I would say I am, because she's just able to deal with things in a cooler way than I am. Like, I can't argue with people on the internet. I don't handle it well. I'm not an emotional person. I jump to like murder. I'm a murderer in the making.
Like, I relate so much to Asana. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, that's my
She's
girl.
just like cool, calm, and collected, and I'm like, why did you say that to me? So I've definitely learned a lot from her about the power of a good smile and staying quiet, and what that could really do for you, as opposed to wasting your energy arguing with somebody. So yeah, that's really about Asana. She's beautiful, she's smart,
She's gorgeous.
witty, and she's very, very interesting because she's also the center of the investigation for her murder.
Yeah.
Husband.
The whodunit.
The whodunit. She the whodunit.
Yeah, they think she might have done it.
She done did it. Or maybe she did not do it.
You said you do. What I like about Asana is that she has these stereotypes, but there's like actual reasons behind the stereotypes. It's like when you write a jock, right? Like, there's gonna be things about him, like the fact that he probably hasn't paid a lot of attention in school because his main passions were football, and we like look down on that, but there's like real reasons behind it that some writers kind of refuse to write. But
yeah,
the way it's
sorry,
go ahead. No. Just the way Asana is written is that her stereotypes are like rooted in reasons. Like, Lenny is just like, this is just like some, like, she writes her off as like some model in heels or something, like some model-esque creature in heels, and it's just like, and then she starts to realize, nope, that's not all that's there.
Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of, we like to do that a lot in our writing and in our character creation, is we ask a question: who is the jock? Who is the supermodel? Who is the widow? And we take that opportunity to explore reasons and personality traits that justifiably make stereotypes and cliches true, but that make that individual unique at the same time. And that's one of the things we love. Like, we love characters who aren't what you expect them to be. And I don't mean that stupid, like, I'm a jock but I cry
right
thing, because hopefully you cry, bro. But like, more like, I'm a jock and I am pressured into playing this sport, but I have such a passion for this that this doesn't seem like a pressure to me. So when you see my dad yelling at me and you're like, oh, this is not what he wants to be doing, his life is awful, that's not really the case. I love this. I love what I'm doing. My life is amazing. This guy's just here helping me do what I already love to do. Like, that kind of thing.
And lastly, for our characters, I just love they're both smart in their own way. I don't know, just like amazing in the things that they know and how they use that to get to these answers for themselves, whether it's closure, whether it's pretending to be innocent, pretending to be guilty. They're just so smart in their ways, and like, it really shows the strength, the inner strength of women and what we have to go through every single day. And like just how people monitor our every movement and our every emotion, and just how we have to navigate through that minefield to make sure that we get out on the other end with as little judgment from society as possible.
Yeah. It's a good old-fashioned somebody gets killed book, but it has a lot of really good underlying themes.
Yes.
Like female friendship and the importance of it, which is something I love in books that does not happen enough. It's always females being pitted against each other.
Or being petty or catty, and it's just like, that's not all females.
Female friendship is vital.
Yes.
So we explore that a lot. And we are excited. We're excited to share with you guys. This has really pushed us to get our shit together. I mean, we're on a fucking YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We don't do things.
We do not. We talk about doing things.
Oh,
we talk
all the
about doing
time.
things for like 10, 15 years since we met each other. We've been writing for 15 years together, and this is the first project that's made it to like anybody else to really read it.
And you guys get to read it.
You do.
Because we have an exclusive.
Yes, it's a first draft.
Yes, please. Judge lightly.
Yes.
Remember what we said in the last video. Just kidding. Please judge honestly. Leave your comments here about your thoughts, because we are going to be giving you full access to the first 2 chapters of the book. Our current project, our current working project. And you're probably like, why do I care? You should.
No, you should. It's gonna be great.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We're tooting our own horn, but there's reason.
We are, but everybody that's like proofread it so far has been pretty happy.
Yeah. And we love your thoughts. If you're not happy, if you don't love it, if it's not your thing, tell us. I'm not sensitive. And not everything's for everybody.
Yeah, I'm not sensitive either, so.
And if you do love it and you're excited and you want to hear more, tell us that too, because we are excited to talk about it and share it with people, and we definitely post about it all of the time, and all of this is for that.
And I think essentially, like, at the end of the day, we're just really proud of ourselves. So even if this project tanks, it's just great that we're getting something out there.
Yeah, it's a start.
Yeah.
That's what this whole channel is about. It's about writing to riches, which is emotional fulfillment, financial fulfillment. It's the ability to complete a work in progress and have somebody else enjoy it, to give them a part of ourselves and have them accept it fully. This is all of this.
And to just kind of like join our little like false reality that we've created. It really helped me get through a lot of things. It helped her get through a lot of things, and we kind of want to share that with other people. Like, get lost in a book for a little bit, you know? Yeah.
Come join our world. Come be one of us. We don't have cookies. We ate them last night.
We did, actually.
And all of them. All the cookies.
And all the Reese's cups.
We bought them for you guys. Just kidding. We bought them for ourselves. Maybe one day book reading will have cookies for you. Come join us.
We might eat them, so get there fast.
Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel and comment your thoughts below, especially after you read the first 2 chapters. And thank you for joining us. We're going to catch you on the flip side of the page.
Ready?
No. I hate wearing a bra.
You can't even tell that I have boobies, so. We're supposed to talk about like our current project.
Okay.